What is going on, guys? And hey, welcome back. I finally have it. It shipped and it came in yesterday. Now, I didn't make a video yesterday because I just wanted to have a little bit of fun, and I was not wanting to do anything but mode 3. Just kind of get it out my system, because today it is nothing but a range test. So the plan is to go down to Sebastopol. That is about an 8-mile ride. It's strictly bike trail only. And yeah, I want to do a 16-mile loop. 8 there and 8 back. The plan is to only have one charge. Right now I'm at 100% charge. I'm gonna be doing this in mode 2. Now I'm gonna be doing a little bit of a controlled ride. I'm not gonna be bumming. Most of the videos I've seen people doing just high-speed tests in mode 2 or high-speed tests in mode 3. But what if someone takes this and use it moderately? And what I mean by moderately, I want to keep it in mode 2, but I'm only gonna be going about 15 miles, and I'm gonna average 15 miles an hour. I just feel like that might be the perfect balance between performance and distance there. So the plan is to go 15 miles an hour down to Sebastopol. Pray that I have more than 50% battery left to get back. If not, I might stop. I might just chance it and take the ride back. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do that, but I'm hoping I can at least get 16 miles. Now, for me as the rider, I am 197 pounds. I have a 17-pound backpack. I've actually weighed it. So that brings the whole grand total up to 214 pounds for me and the backpack. So without further ado, let's see how far I can go. 8-mile loop, I think about 2 hills, average speed about 15 miles an hour. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to be using the app Map My Ride, strictly just so I can get an idea of the distance. I know for a fact going to Sebastopol, California, it is 8 miles to get there. So 16 miles total. Just so you guys have a reference to look at, I'm going to turn on Map My Ride and get started. Again, an average speed of 15 miles an hour is the goal, to see if I can reach 16 miles on a single charge. So right now I am cruising at 15 miles an hour. It's slow. I want to go faster, but again, I want to do this test to where if I am, I want to have an controlled environment to see if I only go 15 miles an hour, can I get close to 20 miles of range on mode 2.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by. It doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown, when I return from the afterglow.
Alright, so we're coming up on my first stop, just across the road here. So far so good. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Let's check how much battery I've used so far. So right now I'm at 95% battery life, and I've ridden about 0.7 miles.
Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all.
Now, if I'm gonna go off of the estimated range, it's saying I should get about 19 miles to this particular charge, given that I'm only going about 15 miles an hour. I don't know if I believe that because this app has had many issues. Now, I've seen on Reddit that there's a gentleman that said that he felt like his boosted rev came with 27 miles. And well, I can assure you it didn't come with 27 miles, because when I took my boosted rev out of the package, it had 0 miles on it. I walked it to the other side of the room and I had 7 miles on it just by walking. So there's an issue with this app. And if there's anything I want to complain about this boosted rev, is only the app. That's it. Like, well, one other thing, but I'll get to that later. But The app is the only kind of drawback, not really a drawback, but something that they can easily fix, and they probably will fix, is there's a lot of bugs, a lot of bugs. Like, I have 40 miles on my boosted rev, and I know for a fact that I only rode for about 4 miles yesterday. Unfortunately, I didn't track it, but I know for sure, because I've been around here long enough, and I ride my boosted Stealth and my boosted Mini X. I ride those a lot, and I have specific trails that I like to ride on, just for fun. So, and I know those mile loops because I do have a little bit of range anxiety when it comes to the Stealth, and especially if I'm in hyper mode. So I'm constantly paying attention of how far I've gone already. But as you can see, Santa Rosa, it's okay. Once we get out of Santa Rosa, you'll notice that it just opens up into a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful scenic little route there for bike trails and things like that.
It is all gone. Wait, hold on. Put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all.
And you know, I've seen videos where people were talking about the boosted rev rattling and things like that. And yes, I can confirm that it does rattle. But my back little fender there doesn't rattle as much as some other people's probably does. It only rattles when I have a really, really major bump. But other than that, I don't hear it. I really hear the creaks and rattles in the front, which in my opinion is kind of to be expected. Because, I mean, it's a vehicle. See, I don't know if you could hear that, but the back fender was rattling once I went over those train tracks there. I expect that because my boosted Stealth rattles, my Mini X rattles, my bike rattles, my car rattles, everything I own that goes on the street, when I hit a bump, it rattles. So, like, that's not a big concern to me at all. I know that these things are going to rattle. They're not perfect. Nothing in life is perfect. But, yep. Uh-oh. Let's see what distance I'm at now. I'm at 89%. I've been about a mile and a half so far. Whew. I don't know. Let's see if I can make it. I really hope I can make it. So right now I'm just gonna coast down this road here and try to regen some of the battery back in here.
It's all gone.
So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna catch back up with you guys at probably about 3 miles, give you an update on battery life and things like that. I'll just see you guys in a little bit.
Feeling is all gone. If I could take you back to my youth, show you what I wish I knew. My will is strong with a place to lean. In the moment I hung desperately.
So that was actually one of the major hills that I have. Other than that, that's probably the only hill that I have on this trail here. It's relatively flat.
Pairing with the light it holds. When I return from my skin and bones, I'm remembering the words you told me. Wait, hold on. Put me together, take me back where I belong.
Man, so as you can see, things have drastically changed. This is one of the most beautiful rides I've ever taken, and I always love coming this way, so it's always exciting to come this way. So right now I'm at 78%. Let me check the distance. I've been about 3.4 miles. Average speed about 15 miles an hour. Everything's going pretty well so far. This thing actually surprisingly soaks up bumps pretty well. Now, I do want to mention that if you are going to be riding this thing and you have really rough roads, just make sure you're paying attention. Almost every single time, even when I'm paying attention, my finger slips off the throttle when I hit a pretty decent sized bump. So you just want to be mindful of that when you're riding this, being that it's a throttle wheel, and the gravity kind of wants to take your finger off of it when you're hitting a bump. So yeah, it's happened to me quite a lot. When I hit major bumps, my finger kind of slips off. I kind of go jerk a little forward because, or there's a change in speed. So I did notice on Reddit that a guy fell off of his rev, and it did look like he hit a bump and his finger and his hand kind of slipped off of the right side of the boosted rev, and he definitely took a nasty fall. So that is definitely a lesson learned. I've learned from that, and just keep that in mind, guys. I've been riding, it's coming up on 4 miles, and oh, I'm telling you, I'm so comfortable. My arms are helping me balance. My legs are side by side. Unlike when I'm on my Stealth or Mini X or any type of electric skateboard, where I'm trying to balance, and it's taking a toll on my leg after a while.
I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all.
Okay, 4 miles in. Let's see where I'm at on battery life. I am at 73% battery life. I don't know. We'll see.
Gone. Feeling is all gone. Feeling is all gone.
It's cutting it pretty close. 52% battery life. I am at 6.82 miles. I don't know if I'm gonna make 8 miles in 50% battery life, but we're gonna see how far I can push it. I'm gonna hit 8 miles. I'm just gonna go ahead and bite the bullet and hit 8 miles and see how far I can go. 51% battery life. This thing's draining pretty fast. Oh man. There's 7 miles. I have 1 more mile to go. I am at 50% battery life. Okay, so I'm going to be honest. I'm going to turn around. It has only been, I've only ridden 7.3 miles. It's claiming I'm going to get an extra 10 miles of range. I'm a little worried. I guess I'm just going to go 8 miles and see if I can make it back. So that's the plan. I don't think I'm going to make it back, but I'm just going to chance it. I'm at 49%. I think what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to try to gain 1% back by just kick pushing and holding on to the brake. This is going to be a little difficult, but I've done it before. And I'm just going to see if I can at least get back to 50% right now. Okay, so we just hit 8 miles. I am going to stop here and turn around. I am currently at 44%. It's saying I have 9 miles of range left.
My computer.
Thank you. Oh boy, this is gonna be very interesting. So 43% battery life. Estimated range, which I'm assuming is wrong, is about 9 miles of range left. I have gone 8.1 miles. I'm going to slow down to 14 miles an hour for the rest of the trip, just to see if I can make it back. Really hope I can, or I'll be pushing all the way back home. I'm definitely getting a little paranoid because I don't want to have to push back, and if I do, it's not a big deal. It's just, I hope it's maybe just for a mile or two, because this thing is damn heavy, man. I don't want to have to push this thing for like 3 or 4 miles, kick push it. Although it's better than like trying to kick push a boosted board because of the belts, because these are hub motors. But still. Oh, come on, estimated range. I hope you're right. I'm at 38% right now, guys. Estimated range is still at 8 miles. I'll be shocked if I get 8 miles extra. I am at 9 miles right now, heading back. I definitely think, if I had to guess, I'm probably gonna get around 15-ish miles on a single charge. But again, I'm going to go all the way to 0, so it's not good for the battery. But no, I'm not going to go to 0. I'm going to go to 1. I'll go to 1%, because I do not want to damage my battery. It's a $1,600 scooter. Yeah, I don't want to be doing that. Okay guys, so it looks like I'm going to be pushing back. I am at 4% battery life, 0.8 miles left, and I'll probably at least got 2 miles left to go. Right now I am at 13.66 miles. Yeah, definitely not going to make 16 miles, but it's okay. I think I can push it to 14 for sure, and I still would call that a win, if I could say so myself. 14 miles is not bad, especially being that I haven't really cycled through this battery. It's a brand new battery. I figured the more times I can get this thing charged, maybe I can get a little bit better performance out of it, but we will see. Yep, 13.78 with 3% left. I'm gonna push it to 14, and then I'm gonna start kick pushing and maybe try to regen some of this battery back into, or some charge back into the battery, so I can at least try to make it home for the last 2 miles. Yeah, you can definitely tell they use a different battery, or maybe the motors are making this battery act different. It just doesn't seem like it's the same battery from the boosted Stealth, because once you get below 10%, this, oh man, this battery acts totally different. It just, you lose all power, and it's starting to jerk a little bit, cut in and out on power. But I believe I can make it to 14 miles. 2% battery left. 13.94. I'm losing power. So maxed out at 8 miles an hour. Man, so I'm gonna hit 14, and then I'm gonna stop. I'm at 2% battery life, and this thing is not wanting to move. Yep, 14 miles. That is all I got, guys. Not quite 16, but better than nothing. I'm gonna kick push. Hopefully I can get a little bit more battery left back into this thing. Kick pushing a freaking 46-pound scooter is not fun. Okay, let's stop here for a second. I'm definitely regenning some battery, but take a look. I stopped right at 14, so the 0.12 is me kick pushing. But yeah, 14 miles, single charge. I am a 197-pound guy with a battery, with a backpack that weighs about 17 pounds. So roughly 214 or something like that. I'm gonna continue to kick push home. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.